What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST. Also live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. Same time, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST. What's up, y'all? For those who are tuned in live on the radio, welcome. For those who are tuned in to my live video streams, welcome. If you guys aren't on the live video stream, you're not seeing what's being shown right now. And right now, I'm wearing the amazing drip that the Drip Bar Las Vegas gave me. Get into this shirt. I love it. I know you see right here this beautiful product placement, the Drip Bar brochure plus the Drip Bar water bottle. Guess what? They are an official sponsor for the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Yes, you're going to be hearing a lot about the Drip Bar as my radio show continues, as well as you're going to be seeing me and hearing me at the Drip Bar as I do live remotes from their location. Super, super, super excited to be able to have this partnership with this amazing organization. Yes. I'm going to get into what the Drip Bar is later today, as well as tomorrow we're going to have the owner of the franchise here in Las Vegas live on my radio show. So make sure to stick in and tune around because guess what? There's a lot that I am going to be introducing you all to because the Drip Bar has that drip. All right, guys, let's get into the show rundown for the day. We're going to have a conversation about the daily news. Can you actually hire a hitman? What happens when you hire a hitman? And has anybody ever actually hired a hitman before? Because listen, I found some stories on that. When should your kids start dating? And when should you move in together? So we have a lot of spicy things to get into today. Make sure you call in at 702-221-7283 so we can have this conversation again, 702-221-7283, because a lot of things are going to go down on the show today. Shout out to Alicia Starr, Miss Dupar, and Gina Chandler. Thank you, guys. Yes, the Drip Bar Las Vegas is my first ever official sponsor. Shout out to them. Yes, 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 yes. Make sure to check them out because they do everything IV, vitamin treatments, everything, quick shots, boosters, and everything sonotherapy. Like I said, we're going to get into that later today in the show. So let's get into it. Yeah. All right. So on my list today for news, as reported by AJC News, a Gainesville woman was arrested months after she allegedly choked and nearly killed a child while she was babysitting, authorities said. It is unthinkable, Gainesville police spokesman Lieutenant Kevin Holbrook told Channel 2. Chosewood was arrested after months of investigation, Holbrook said, but police still have few answers about what led to the alleged assault. The incident was not captured by a baby monitor or other video cameras. There's nothing for us to go on as exactly why this did happen. This is something that we may never know. The child obviously is too young to tell us the truth, Holbrook said, but obviously Chosewood knows what exactly happened. Hopefully it will come out in court. No other details were released about the incident, but Chosewood, who said on her public Facebook page that she graduated from Georgia Southern University in 2022, is on probation after she pleaded guilty in Bullock County to multiple charges related to stealing a debit card. According to the arrest warrant, she used another woman's card to shop online in April 2021. Chosewood pleaded guilty to 1 count of financial transaction card theft and 2 counts of financial transaction card fraud in September of 2022. Online court records show she was sentenced to 2 years on probation. This is sick. And I listen, I'm going to go to war about mine. I'm going to go to war about mine because absolutely not. Please continue to vet who you allow in your homes. I know a lot of people don't want men in their homes because they are afraid that they're going to sexually harass their kids, but we're seeing even the women are doing it. That's why I continue to say it's not just men who do certain things. It's not just women who do certain things. It's not just gay people who do certain things. It's not just white people who do certain things. It's not just black people who do certain things. You need to watch out for any and everybody nowadays. Yes, I understand that stereotypes are put in place for a reason because a vast majority of people in certain demographics do certain things, but you cannot allow that to push you to go to other demographics for help and services, thinking that they're not going to do those things as well. Ooh. And yes, this was a Caucasian woman who did this to this child. Blonde hair at that. Disgusting. Disgusting. She deserves to be in jail. According to AJC News, a private luxury terminal for the rich and famous is set to open at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport on September 6th. Are y'all excited for that? Because I know a lot of y'all go through the Atlanta airport. And I actually have a lot of celebrities and rich friends who listen in on my live morning radio show. So to y'all with that money, this for y'all. PS, formerly known as the Private Suite, has operated a VIP terminal at Los Angeles International Airport, popular among celebrities since 2017. Georgia's film industry brings some of the same clientele through Hartsfield-Jackson for TV and movies filmed and produced there. Atlanta is the second location for PS, which says it offers, quote, a back door to your commercial aircraft, end quote, and, quote, white glove service, end quote. Private terminal at Hartsfield-Jackson to open on the north side of the airfield in location of Signature Flight Support's General Aviation Terminal has been in the works since last year. It began taking reservations Tuesday. Using the facility will allow commercial airline travelers to go through Private Transportation Security Administration, TSA, screening and skip the security lines at Hartsfield-Jackson's busting public terminals. If you have not been through Hartsfield-Jackson, you would not know how insane those lines are. TSA is literally the worst thing ever to experience in the Atlanta airport. Oh, and I lived in Atlanta from 2016 until 2019. So I know. Well, they will also be able to partake in cocktails and snacks and be driven to their aircraft. Upon arrival, travelers will be picked up on the tarmac with private U.S. Customs clearance for international trips. The luxury will cost $1,995 per person to use the PS terminal, or $4,850 for a private suite for up to 4 travelers. Private suites will have a daybed, private restrooms, shower, spa services, meals, and private chauffeur service to and from the aircraft. The company also sells an all-access membership for $4,850, but using the terminal with the membership will still cost $750 per person, or $3,550 for a private suite. The Atlanta facility was originally planned to open last fall, but an agreement for the TSA to provide screening at the elite VIP facility was not approved until this year. The agreement, approved by Atlanta City Council in May, says Signature Flight Support and PS will reimburse expenses for the TSA security screening program. PS plans to open its next location at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport next year and at Miami International Airport in 2025. That's awesome. Okay, first of all, I love Dallas, Texas. I don't think y'all hear me enough when I say I love Dallas, Texas. I be having withdrawals. I miss Dallas so much. So it's cool that they'll be in Dallas. And I do claim this. I will have the money, the success, the status, the access, and the privilege to be using these services sometime soon. All right. I receive, accept, and claim that. You can't tell me nothing different. According to TMZ, Cardi B's microphone turned weapon during her recent Las Vegas show is now getting tossed onto the auction block. And it's for, quote unquote, a good cause. The mic Cardi B hurled into the crowd at Dre's nightclub actually belongs to an audio production company called The Wave in Sin City. And the owner tells us he decided to auction it off to benefit a couple of charities. The Wave in Sin City. The owner, Scott Fisher, tells TMZ it was pretty easy to track down the mic after the show because the white tape across the bottom of it says Maine, and it still works despite Cardi chucking it into the crowd. Scott says his company provides audio support for most of the major nightclubs in Vegas, including Dre's. Videos of Cardi B throwing the mic has gone viral, and as it was reported, she's now listed as a suspect for battery because a woman who says she was struck by the mic went to the police and reported the incident. Ooh, drama. Cardi B was performing during a scorching hot day and had asked the crowd to douse her with water to cool her off. But later, she lost her cool when someone threw a cup full of liquid and ice at her and hit her in the face. So she retaliated with the mic toss. The starting bid on the eBay listing is $500. And Scott says the mic originally cost $1,000. So it'll be interesting to see where the winning bid lands. Hey, one thing I know is that people will take anything that a celebrity touches, holds, coughs on, sneezes on, breathes on, looks at, and they will sell it. And guess what? Y'all will be out here buying this. I'm sorry, this BS. Oh, I almost stopped myself from saying it. Y'all gonna be out here buying this BS. Oh, yeah, Cardi B touched the microphone and she hurled it at somebody. If y'all really out here spending that much money, and y'all know sometimes these auction items go up to like millions, thousands, and more, thousands and millions and more, and y'all will really buy it. It's just the microphone that Cardi B touched. It's not that serious. And she threw it at somebody. Yes, it went viral, but it's really not that serious. Now, when Drake bought that ring that Tupac had, okay, that makes sense. That's pretty serious. And also that ring was beautiful. If you haven't seen that picture, that ring literally is beautiful. So that makes sense. That makes sense. But a microphone that Cardi B threw at somebody, come on now. All right, y'all. The body positivity queen Lizzo is being sued. What? Drama. According to the Neighborhood Talk, Lizzo is being sued by 3 of her former dancers for alleged sexual harassment and body shaming. According to the lawsuit obtained by NBC News, the dancers claim Lizzo had a very hostile work environment that put them in one too many uncomfortable situations. Ariana Davis and Krista Williams both became dancers for Lizzo after they won her show Watch Out for the Big Girls last year. Noelle Rodriguez joined the ensemble later in the year. All 3 ladies were dancers for Lizzo during her tour, and all 3 experienced types of discrimination. Davis claims Lizzo and her dance captain, Charlene Quigley, body shamed her and told her she wasn't giving her all because she gained weight. Now I know y'all lying. For real? What? Oh, wow. Oh, you know what? Not when Lizzo out here telling people to stop body shaming her. Not this is going on. Ooh. She also alleges that Lizzo forced the dancers to go to nude clubs and engage with erotic dancers, even if they didn't want to. What? Ew. At a club in Amsterdam, Lizzo allegedly began inviting cast members to take turns touching the new performers, catching dildos launched from the performers' vaginas, and eating bananas protruding from the performers' vaginas, the suit says. What? Okay, hold on. Before I finish this article, one thing I could definitely attest to is that celebrities be doing some extreme stuff. People get into these places of power and they know people like me, people like dancers, people like actors, people like rappers want it so bad, want to be in this position so bad. So when that person in power, that's a management, whether that is the performer who is above the dancers and so on, whether that is a dang casting director, they know people want this so bad. They know some of these people need the money. They know some of these people realize that this is a moment to get them where they want to be. So they test these people. And sometimes when you're in a place where you're like, I can't do this no more. I can't keep fighting. I can't keep going to another audition. I can't keep getting fired because I'm standing up for myself. People just do it. People just say, okay, because sometimes you want it that bad. Not saying that they should be doing it, not saying that it's worth it, but sometimes when you have your whole body pressed against a wall and you can't escape, and this is your only way out, and you feel like this is going to get me into the it crowd, this is going to give me the opportunity I wanted, this is going to help me move along, this is going to get my family out the hood, this is going to help me clear my debt, you just do those things. So I can understand where people come from. And also, I know it to be true that celebrities do be using their powers to get people to be doing these crazy sexual acts. I don't know nothing about no Lizzo. I don't know nothing about her situation, but I know this to be true amongst other top name celebrities who I have been around. I'm telling you, they be out here acting wild, so it don't seem too far-fetched. It's crazy, but it don't seem too far-fetched. Okay, back to the article. Lizzo then turned her attention to Miss Davis and began pressuring Miss Davis to touch the breast of one of the nude women. Lizzo allegedly grew agitated and began to pressure her to engage in, which she did against her will. Ariana also claimed they went to a lot of nude bars, something she was very uncomfortable with. The lawsuit also claims Lizzo accused the dancers of drinking before shows and made all of them audition on the spot to find the corporate. Ariana says she was so nervous she soiled her pants, but Lizzo still made her perform in a see-through outfit. Crystal was the only one to stand up to Lizzo, but she was fired the next day. You see what I'm talking about? Again, this is all alleged, but you see what I'm talking about? When you stand up, you get fired. And then a lot of times people don't realize that even though you stood up for something that was right and for yourself, and you're pushing to help out other people, there are other artists who do the same things, who blackball you, and there are other artists who don't do the same things, but don't want to be around the drama, who don't give you opportunities. Yes, there's other artists who are like, you know what, I'll take you on, I'll be, your knight in shining armor. Yeah, that does happen, but a majority of times the negative happens where you get blackballed and also not hired by other people because they just don't want you around their space, even if they are not that type of person. Mm-hmm. Ariana was later fired after she recorded a meeting against Lizzo's knowledge and she reportedly became furious and cussed all of them out. Noel claims the whole situation left a bad taste in her mouth, so she quit. That's insane. Miss Dupar on YouTube says, wow, Lizzo needs to make a statement. I hope this isn't true. Tracy T. Holloway says, being in the it crowd is not that serious, where you have no choice but to go against your own will. There's always a choice. I understand, Tracy T. Holloway. I understand what you mean, but if you're not in the industry, if you don't have true experience, you will never understand. I mean, I'm not saying that this doesn't happen in the corporate world and in your space, because it definitely does. But in spaces in entertainment, a lot of times people only have that one chance. And now we're seeing that there's so many more people entering into the entertainment industry, and the grand scheme of things, our environment, our spaces are super small. The people we work with are super close to other people we work with. The population in the entertainment industry is not that big, so word gets around fast, especially with social media, especially with there not being that many people up top who control things. Let me tell you, I agree with you, Tracy T. Holloway. I agree, but sometimes when stuff hits the fan and you just want to make it happen for you, sometimes those morals go out the door. Miss Dupar says, if I have to behave to receive my blessings, I don't want it. Not everyone wants to compromise their morals to be successful. You are not wrong, Miss Dupar, but some people don't have the resources to get themselves out any other way, and they think this is their only way, and they just do it. It's successful for some people. It's not successful for other people. Yeah. There's some other accusations saying that Lizzo is accused of overworking dancers and making the group re-audition in an excruciating 12-hour rehearsal. Those she was dissatisfied with would be fired and sent home. She's also accused of making a thinly veiled comment relating to a dancer's weight gain and later firing her for recording a meeting while suffering an eye condition. What else does she say? It says that she's accused of trying to convert the dancers to her religion. What is her religion? Accused of scolding the dancers for having premarital sex. Accused of unwarrantedly discussing masturbation and sexual fantasies with the group. What? Wow, these are so many accusations. Lizzo got to come out and say something. And as of yet, unless y'all have heard anything, because I haven't, as of yet, she hasn't. You should see my face right now. When I got on my phone yesterday and saw all these reports, I was like, Lizzo? But I say this all the time. You can't put nothing past anybody. You can't. It definitely is shocking to me when I see these type of news articles and these headlines. But it isn't far-fetched, because people are going to people and life is going to life. And what happens in the dark is going to always come to light. That's why y'all see I be trying to hold myself accountable, because you can't tell me I did nothing I didn't do. One thing I like about Cardi B, outside of all the drama, is that she said what she said, she did what she did, and she going to hold herself accountable for it and say she did it. Does it always make it right? No, but you can't control my narrative if I told you I did it. Lizzo, I want to know what happened. Were you drunk? Were you high? Come out and talk about it. Are you going to go to therapy? I really do believe that if Lizzo came out and talked about the situation and said, I'm going to seek help. I'm going to go to the lady. Here's some money. I apologize to my fans, my workers. I'm going to take some time off for myself. I feel like she'll be able to come back. I mean, how often do people really get canceled? Now, there are some people who got canceled, like the baby. But guess what? He's back. People are playing his music again. He's performing again. So are people really being canceled, or are they just being put on hold until it's the right time to come back? You know what I'm saying? If you guys can name some people who have actually been canceled and we no longer heard about them in the news, they were no longer hired for anything else, they were no longer questioned by the paparazzi, they were no longer followed by fans, let me know. I want to know who you all know who was actually canceled and what was the proof behind that, because I don't really know that many people. I don't really know. All right, as an update on the fire that started in California and entered into Nevada, unfortunately, the fire continues to burn, but the extreme rain that swept through Nevada has helped the firefighters in their fight. They're deploying every effort they can to contain this fire and extinguish it, but they're afraid that the flames may burn the iconic Joshua trees. Officials say that on federal lands with few people and little property at risk, firefighters sometimes forego certain equipment like bulldozers, chainsaws, and aircraft. Make sure to keep the people who are on the front lines in your prayers, because it's not easy being out there fighting for not only your life, but for people's lives who may be in danger if this fire breaks out too far. Now, actually, there is another story I want to go over, and I want to make sure, do we have this up? Because I know we had some issues this morning, but according to 10 News First, this is insane. I mean, insane. I would legit be horrified. I probably would die on the spot. A pregnant woman has had the fright of her life after discovering a 1.5 meter yellow rat snake in her toilet, only after she had already used it. The non-venomous snake did not attack the woman as she did her business on top of this snake's head in the dark, but she was scared to death when she turned the light on. Let this be a reminder to check your toilet for unwanted guests. While rare, you don't want to be caught with your pants down. Take a listen to how she reacted.
God! Oh my God! Oh my God! I just peed! I peed! I peed! I just peed! I just peed! I just peed! Baby, I just peed! Look how big he is! Oh my God!
Y'all, some people were trying to make fun of her online about how she was reacting. Do you know how I would have fell out? Do you know how I would have set that entire house on fire? Do you know how even more dramatic I would have sounded and been if my manhood was dangling in that toilet near that snake's head? I would legit die. Do you hear me? Die. Oh my God, that's horrible. Oh, I feel so bad for that woman. And she's pregnant at that. That's not good stress for the baby. She sounded horrified, literally scared for her life. And what it seems like, I don't know this, I'm just making this up in my head, but it seems like she was home alone. Oh, poor thing. Listen, I would have to cancel work. I would need to go to therapy. I would never be able to trust going to the bathroom in the dark again. And I've told y'all before that something similar but way smaller happened to me like a week and a half ago, where I went to the bathroom. Usually I wake up in the middle of the night and I keep my eyes closed when I'm going to the bathroom. That way I can go right back to sleep. Because if I open my eyes, I just cannot go back to sleep. And as I'm using the bathroom, I felt something brush across my foot. Open my eyes, and it was an ant. And me, I'm like, I have a super clean house. If there's one ant, there has to be more ants. You don't ever just see one ant in your house. I turned on the lights and my entire bathroom was infested with ants. All because they were trying to get my sugar scrub in my tub. And I still, to this day, feel like I can see ants in my bathroom, even though I already exterminated my entire house. So even though it's a small thing, I couldn't even imagine dealing with what she dealt with. Y'all, insane. Well, we're taking a quick break here at the Jaime Dee Show, live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, because guess what? We have more things to go over, a lot of topics to go into. And I want you guys to call in at 702-221-7283, because we're going to have a conversation about hiring a hitman. Yes, we're going to have a real conversation about hiring a hitman. So call in or keep commenting on the YouTube, because I see you, Miss Dupar. I see you, Gina Chandler. I see you, Tracy T. Holloway. I see you, Alicia. I see you, everybody else. Keep it locked. It's the Jaime Dee Show. Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST. And live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. Y'all see me being extra on YouTube right now? Let me take a second and drink out of my beautiful The Drip Bar water bottle. Let me just take a quick sip so y'all can hear live on air. Let me put my throat real close to the microphone so y'all can hear me swallow. Ready? Actually, I did that wrong. Let me do it again. Hold on. Let me actually act like I have a master's in broadcast journalism. Hold on. Ready? So fresh, so clean outside of the Drip Bar water bottle. And it's a glass water bottle. This is a super cute water bottle. If y'all don't know, I love water bottles. It's so cute. Look at this. All right, let's get into my amazing first ever sponsor of the Jaime Dee Show, the Drip Bar Las Vegas. I want to talk to you all about my friends and partners over there at the Drip Bar Las Vegas, because they have so much to offer. If you have not seen my video that is doing numbers right now on social media, I did a let's walk through the Drip Bar Las Vegas video, and people are loving it. The Drip Bar Las Vegas offers IV vitamin therapy. They offer sauna therapy, and they also offer quick shots. Now, you may be asking, what is IV therapy? So let's get into it. So it's literally where they put an IV in your arm, and they're putting the fluids in your body that are going to help you with certain ailments and help you with certain benefits. So there's a lot to have on the IV drip menu. There's the power pack. It includes vitamin C, triamino, biotin, dexplenthol, folic acid, B12, and B complex. There's the Shield IV drip that has vitamin C, magnesium, B12, B complex, zinc. They have the All-Star drip, vitamin C, magnesium, arginine, B12, B complex, glutamine, and taurine. I'm going to tell y'all some of these words I may not be saying correctly, so excuse me. I'm going to Google how to say them a little bit later. Soother, vitamin C, magnesium, B12, B complex. They have so many different options. Then they have the IM quick shots. Now, this shot is what goes into, your gluteus maximus, so that you're able to get this shot quick and you don't have to get that long 30-minute session of the IV drip. And it's not really not that long, because 30 minutes is not that long in your time. But if you're in a rush and you want something quick and you want that quick benefit, they do have the Ion Quick Shots. They have the Ion Supercharge, which is mega energy, weight loss, and brain reboot. They have the IM Glowing, which is collagen support, and it neutralizes free radicals. They have the IM Detox, which combats free radicals and detox your body. They have the I Am Strong, which is athletic support, weightlifting, endurance. They have the I Am Lean, which is fat reduction, weight loss, and more. They have I Am Single Shots. There's just so much they offer. And then, okay, I love the sauna therapy. So they have the red light therapy and the color therapy, infrared therapy. I literally love the saunas. I love the heat. I love being able to detoxify your body. I love being able to have that therapy. They say that colors really do help affect your mood, and they do help affect how you go through your day. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend their services. Now, they do have 3 basic packages. They have the basic hydration, the maintain, and the improved package. Now, the basic hydration is $99 a month. You get 1 hydration shot, you get 1 B12 shot, you get 20 minutes in an infrared sauna, and it includes 1 saline IV, all for $99 a month. Now they have the maintain optimal health, which is the second option. That's $159.20 per month, and includes 1 lifestyle IV and maintain rate for additional IVs. Members 20% off retail when paying for guests. So what that means is you pay $159.20 for your membership, and when you bring in a guest, they get 20% off of whatever service they want to buy. Now, this package includes nutrient-infused hydration, which you can literally pick anything on the IV drip menu, and if you can look at the camera, there's so many options to choose from. You get any type of hydration on that package. You get 1 B12 shot. You get 45 minutes in the infrared sauna with halo salt therapy. You get 20 minutes in the red light sauna. You also get monthly membership perks. They sometimes send out email blasts so that you can know what that perk is for that month. You also get a premium beverage with every visit, all for $159.20. The best part about this as well is that if you don't use any of your credits, you can give it to your friends and family to get them to come out. Now, the third package is the improved package. It's $298 per month. It includes 2 lifestyle IVs per month. So again, look at this menu. All of these different options to choose from, and you get 2 of them per month. And you improve rate for additional IVs for members. So 25% off retail items for anybody you bring in. Again, you get 2 IVs, you get 1 B12 shot, you get 4 infrared sauna treatments with halo salts per month, 4 infrared treatment. You get to use the sauna 4 times. You get to use the red light sauna 4 times. You get a monthly membership perk. You get a premium beverage with every visit. This package helps reduce chronic illness, improve vitality, rejuvenate skin, promote advanced well-being, and more. There's honestly so much you can learn about the Drip Bar Las Vegas. So make sure to check them out. There's literally so much you can get from this amazing business. So don't forget to go out there, check them out, and tell them Jaime Dee sent you. Do me a favor. Tell them Jaime Dee sent you. You may be in for a surprise. Again, Jaime Dee sent you. Gina Chandler says, wow, the Drip Bar is on my list to visit during the next NV trip. Yes, yes, yes. All right, let's get into this next segment. Hiring a hitman. If you just now joined me, I already went over the daily news. I just talked to you all about my sponsor, the Drip Bar Las Vegas, which I highly recommend. I love everything health and wellness. So this is an amazing partnership that I'm super excited to have. All right, so should you ever hire a hitman to kill somebody? Look at my face. You would think anyone who isn't a dang gang member and has common sense would know the answer to that question is no. You would also think that it's not such a thing in regular people's life to be able to hire a hitman. But still, an 18-year-old Miami woman tried to hire a hitman to kill her 3-year-old son anyway. Let's take a listen to what NBC News had to say about this story.
Jasmine Baez facing criminal charges for allegedly trying to hire someone for $3,000 to kill her young child.
She's 18. She went on a website to hire a hitman.
Kill her 3-year-old son.
What?
To kill her own child?
That website is rentahitman.com. Robert Inez created it for a cybersecurity project, but over the years it received criminal solicitations. This week it was allegedly from Baez.
The ability to research names and addresses and verify that the intended target lived at a particular address, that to me is a red flag. I mean, if that information is corroborated, then obviously there's something more that needs to be looked at. And that's why I referred it.
Bias allegedly explained in an online forum she wanted a hitman to get something done once and for all, adding she wanted the boy taken away far, far away and possibly killed by Thursday. Bias allegedly sent recent pictures of what the baby looked like, and out of the thousands of requests Robert gets a day, he knew this one was real because of how specific she was. He called police, but apparently Miami-Dade didn't believe him at first.
They were not interested. They sent me an email saying that, hey, if I contacted them one more time, they were going to send me a cease and desist letter.
Eventually, a detective was put on the case. The officer texted Bias, acting like the hitman, and she allegedly agreed to pay him $3,000 for the job. The woman was later arrested, and she allegedly confessed.
No contact with this child, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel.
Oh my gosh, I'm not laughing because this is like a laughable thing. I'm laughing because how dumb do you have to be? Yesterday when I was live on air and I was calling Blueface a dummy and his baby mama a dummy. And then later in the day, a guest came in and was like, how many times are you going to call somebody a dummy? I'm going to call them a dummy as many times as I need to. Because what type of dummy really thinks you could get away with hiring a hitman and put all of your information on a public website? You idiot. You idiot. And yes, you deserve to be in jail. You tried to kill your own kid. I keep saying this. Just get an abortion. Take a plan B. Give your kid up to an adoption service. Why try to kill your kid when your kid did not ask to be here? If you can't handle the responsibilities of a parent, you shouldn't be having sex. If you can't handle the responsibilities of being a parent, you shouldn't be having unprotected sex. Get on birth control. There are so many options. You decided to go through this pregnancy, have this kid, and then try to kill it. And then when you're approached by the news, you try to act like you didn't do nothing wrong. Girl, what? Excuse you? Wow. It's 2023. There's literally cameras on every building, on every red light, on stop signs nowadays, on people, on cars. There's satellite camera. Do you really think that with all these cameras out there, as well as with all of this data that gets saved when you just open your laptop and go to Google Chrome or Bing or any other internet browser, that you thought you would be able to get away with trying to hire a hitman? Also, shame on the police for not believing this man when he told them, I believe someone's trying to kill their kid. That police department definitely has egg on their face, and they should be ashamed. I understand that they most likely get, let's say, false reports like Carly Russell. I roll. But if somebody calls with a situation like that, I feel like you should probably take a look into it first before you just say, that's a lie. Because I really want to know, how many reports does the Miami Police Department get of someone trying to hire a hitman? Again, I want to know, how many reports does the Miami Police Department get of people trying to hire a hitman and people calling in to say, hey, someone's trying to hire a hitman to kill somebody. Can you help out? I would guess probably not that many. So you would think that they would take this type of accusation and report serious. Mr. Parr says, wow, just give up your rights. That's a different kind of evil. You're not wrong. Hey, shout out to Jekko. What's up, Jekko? If you guys don't know, I am the live TV personality for Live Play Bingo on the weekends out of Los Angeles, California. And Jekko is one of my amazing fans since day one, who has always supported my live broadcast. While I was hosting as the game shows on Live Play Bingo. What's up, Jekko? What up? Outside of Hawaii. That's awesome. But yeah, you should be really, really ashamed of yourself. Hey, we're going to take a quick break, and I want to come back and talk about another topic. This topic is all about kids dating. When should your kids date? Is it okay to allow your boys to date, not your girls to date? Should you be more protective of your girls, not your boys? Should you be having these conversations about sex and dating? Or should you just let it happen, let them figure it out? Because they're going to do it anyway. When we come back, we're going to have a conversation about kids dating. And I want you all to call in at 702-221-7283 so that we are able to have this conversation about kids dating. 702-221-7283. Josh does Vegas. What's up? And hey, comment on the YouTube. I'll read your comments out loud as well. All right, guys, it's the Jaime Dee Show. Stay right there. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. Josh Does Vegas says, "What's up? Kill it on the next topic, brother," with a fire emoji. Love that. Hey, I know y'all see the drip. I have on a pair from the Drip Bar Las Vegas. I absolutely love how this shirt feels and fits on my body. I am obsessed with the Drip Bar glass water bottle. Make sure you cop one of these, and make sure you go in for treatment. They have so many things to offer. IV vitamin therapy. Again, IV vitamin therapy. Do you not like your vitamins? I love my vitamins. You not like therapy? If you don't, you should. They even offer sauna therapy and quick shots. There's so many options to choose from, and their options are limitless, as well as their memberships. There's a basic one for $99. There's a maintain one for $159.20, and there's an approved one for $298 per month. And the best part about all this is that if you don't use your credits, they roll over, and you can give them to your friends and family, as well as you get discounts when you bring in other people. So check out the Drip Bar Las Vegas, located 2 blocks away from the Palms Casino. All right, check them out and tell them that Jaime Dee sent you, because you will get a prize. Oh, yeah. All right, let's talk about this. When should you allow your kids to date? Tampa Bay Parenting Magazine editor Angelina Tampa Bay Parenting Magazine editor Angela Ardolino joined ABC Action News to give the general public some advice on when you should let your kids date. Again, this is the Tampa Bay Parenting Magazine editor Angelina Ardolino. Let's take a listen to what she had to say. There's music playing right now, but let's take a listen to what she had to say about 8 years ago and discuss if these tips and tricks are still relevant in 2023. But again, like I said, this is a credible person. Tampa Bay Parenting Magazine editor Angelina Ardolino.
It can be difficult knowing when the right time for them to start dating is. According to recent reports, the number of teens who report dating has been steadily declining since 2001, with many kids saying they hook up instead but don't date. Now, this trend is one of the many reasons why it's very important to talk with your kids about dating and relationships. Tampa Bay Parenting Magazine editor Angela Ardolino is here now with some advice to help you get through this very uncomfortable conversation. Always good to see you.
You too.
Now, even though there's not really a right age for parents to decide when their kids should date. You say take into account your child's maturity.
Exactly. It's more a maturity level versus a right age. And you know your child better than anyone. So if you think that they're mature enough to go on a date with someone, usually around 16 is a good age, but you would know this because they're taking their own responsibilities. Are they handling their responsibilities? Do they help with chores around the house? How do they handle emotional problems? Do they get all crazy and emotional about things? And if they're doing well, then 16, or how are their grades? How are their, those types of things, then maybe they're ready to date. But you want to make sure that before they go out on that date, that you have set boundaries and limitations.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, that's got to be important. Make sure your teen knows what's acceptable and what's not.
Exactly. Is there going to be curfews? What's expected of them? I love creating a contract so that they know what's expected before they even go into it. We have to remember now there's cell phones and the internet so that they can be in touch with their boyfriend or girlfriend 24 hours a day. So you want to monitor that thing. So you're going to have a teenager that's up all night texting their boyfriend or girlfriend and then tired all day. So, the limitations on the cell phone, the limitations on the computer. And if they are dating someone, invite them over so that you get to know that other kid and get to know them and figure out how your child is in a situation with another person.
You also have to throw social media into the mix these days, in terms of texting pictures and posting pictures on Facebook.
Right. It's a long conversation. Good thing that people like Verizon have family plans where you can monitor all their text messages and their activity online. So that's a good thing. But yes, you yourself decide what those rules are. Everything from cars, cell phones, curfews, all those types of things. But the most important is be available to talk. You need to talk about those things that make you maybe feel uncomfortable. Just say, this makes me feel uncomfortable. But 90% of teens say that they would avoid sexual activity if they could go to their parents and talk about it. So make sure you're the one that's there. You may be freaking out inside, right? You may be freaking out inside about the questions, but be that person that gives them the right answer. Otherwise, you're going to find out by someone else that may not give them the right information.
Smile and give them a hug and then close the door and scream.
That's right. Be honest with them. Just tell them the truth.
All right. Always good to see you, Angela.
You too.
And Angela is going to be back with us next week to tackle a problem that a lot of us have, teaching our kids people skills. We talked about texting. We know it can be difficult, especially when they spend half their time texting and chatting online. If you missed any of her points, you want to share the information with another parent, just go to abcactionnews.com or Angela's website, tampabayparenting.com.
Really, really, really good advice. There are some things I didn't agree with, but overall, I think she sounded pretty. I would say those things that she said sounded pretty realistic. Her tips and tricks sound pretty realistic. Now, she did say that, and also other sources that you can Google search, like WebMD, also say 16 is a great age to date due to maturity. They say kids are able to drive. They're a little bit more mature. They went through high school. They have a little more sense of self by that time. Sweet 16 happens and more. So yeah, I can see why they say 16. But she also said that they're going to date at whatever age they're going to date at anyway. And even the news reporter said that, we're seeing more and more that kids are dating at younger and younger ages. And I can attest to what the news reporter said when she said that they're starting to have sexual relations at a younger age as well. But I personally can attest that all people of all ages are starting to have sex more and more instead of dating due to social construction reality and representation in the media. We see way too much sexual content in the media. We see way too much sexual content in real life. We hear about way too much sexual things amongst our peers because, again, we're consuming sex all darn day. Tracy T. Holloway says, is dating just hanging out to play games? Is it going together in a car to places to hang out? Does it involve sex, petting, or any PDA? Is it only a school thing with phone calls till late night? I mean, that's up to you and your kids. You have to define what dating looks like to your kids. You have to be that pillar of acceptance and communication for your kids. One thing that was said was that kids feel as though that if they were able to talk to their parents, they would probably be more comfortable in getting help and getting advice before they even take action. And they probably wouldn't be having sexual relations as early or doing them at all if they were able to talk to their parents. And I know that to be true. I was a kid. You were a kid. We all know how uncomfortable it was to talk to our parents about sex and dating. And we all know how uncomfortable our parents made it to talk about sex and dating. I have somebody I met a while ago who confided in me and told me that he was HIV positive. And he told me that his dad never sat down with him and taught him about the birds and the bees, never taught him about wearing a condom, never taught him how to treat women, and only just talked about sex. And he only saw his dad exude sex and sexual relations, and that made him just do sex, have sex, not wear a condom, almost have a kid, but then eventually end up being HIV positive. And he says he wishes that his dad would have been there to talk to him about these things and talk to him about protecting himself. And he wishes that he felt comfortable to even go to his dad because he feels as though he would have been able to prevent being diagnosed with HIV if he was able to just have that conversation. And I know a lot of kids feel that way. They feel like if they just open up to their parents, they're going to be judged or yelled at, or they're going to be looked at wrong. So I get it. Now, I wholeheartedly don't believe that you should be monitoring your kids' text messages. I feel like that's a huge invasion of privacy. Have those conversations with your kids. And then let your kids figure it out. But like being a helicopter parent and being in your kids' text messages, that's too much. That's too much. Creating a contract, that's also too much too. But hey, to each his own. You know, you don't want to make kids feel like they're being hovered over and that they have strict parents. That doesn't make people want to listen to you. It actually makes kids act out more. Tracy T. Holloway says, I was able to talk to my mom and grandma about sex and girl talk with no issues. I love that for you. But everybody does not have that same reality. That's great for you. Clap it up. I love that you had that type of family structure. But a lot of people didn't and still don't, even at big ages. So I get it. Well, hey, thank you all so much for tuning into the Jaime Dee Show, commenting. Shout out to Tracy T. Holloway. Shout out to Josh Does Vegas, Miss Dupar, Jekko, Gina Chandler, Alicia. Shout out to everybody listening live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM right now. I'm live every Monday through Friday during those times, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. PST. And live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook. Shout out to L, listening in Dallas. Make sure you guys press the subscribe button. Help me out. I finally got my first ever sponsor, but y'all, I got bills to pay. I need more. I'm living my dream, y'all. I'm so happy. Thank you, God. Shout out to him. But I need y'all help. I can't do this alone. Nothing in life is done alone. So please help out the kid. Send my information to people. Let people know that I do have advertising spaces available for them. Subscribe. And also send my content out to your friends and family. That helps out more than you know, and it's free. Thank you all for tuning into the Jaime Dee Show. I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll have special guest Nathan Atkins, who is the owner of the franchise right here, the Drip Bar Las Vegas, who's going to give you all the deets about his business. Yes, my first ever sponsor is going to be live in person here on the Jaime Dee Show. I'm so excited. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. What's up, everybody? You were just tuned into the Jaime Dee Show, live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. If you aren't in the Las Vegas area, you can catch my show live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. That's TheJaimeDeeshow. If you want to advertise your business on my show, email us at info@jaimedee.com. Thank you all so much for your support. See you tomorrow.